Hi, my name is Liz Alvia, and today we're going to be creating a visualization in Tableau using data from an Excel file. So the data that we did get it from is data.gov, and in here I was able to research homeless, and I wanted to use the market for the U.S. So if you scroll down and look at the type of data sets that are available, the formatting. I was able to find a format according to the application of Excel, and this one file that says estimates of homelessness in the US by the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development. And it was published March 15, 2015. It looks at the homelessness in the US. Again, it's an Excel file. I already downloaded it to the laptop. And now I'm going to be creating a file visualization in Tableau. So now you open your Tableau to create your visualization and Excel. So now we have to connect the two. So we're waiting for it to actually open up. And the data again has been saved. What we want to see is where is there a higher rate of homelessness in the US and what states have homelessness versus sheltered and unsheltered, and which are the larger populations of homelessness. Let it be families, individuals, veterans, as such. So we're going to visualize a couple of boards today and just figure that out. All right, so the data set we're going to take is from 2014, being that is the most current. So we're going to drag it, and here goes our data source that we're going to be working from. Now we're going to go to sheet 1 to create a data board. Okay, we're just waiting for it to open up. Here it goes. It's just taking a moment to track itself. Okay, it's being temperamental. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we're going to take the states and add that to columns. And we're going to look at the total number of homeless. We're going to take that into rows. So that's going to create this huge board of what it looks like. Right, so which is nice. However, it's not very user-friendly. So we're going to use it in a map because that I think would make it easier on the eye. So we're just clicked on maps right here. And this one is maps. You need a couple of things as so. Okay, so here goes the board. All right, that's a little, I clicked a little too above, but that's okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to label each state because now we have numbers of what the population of homelessness looks like per state. Okay, so if you can see there's a large amount of different numbers. California seems to be the largest, but it's hard to still read. So we're going to filter. So our filter, we're going to filter the homeless population. We're going to make it over 1,000. Okay, and we're going to apply and press OK. So if you notice that it eliminated a couple states, okay, it's still a lot of information. So let's look at populations over 2,000. So we're just going to take it back and edit again. And change the 122, apply that, and press OK. So if you notice, Alaska's out. Hawaii is down here. Puerto Rico's down here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in. Well, no, that's out. Excuse me. And I think that made it a little bit easier on the eye. Oh, if it zooms correctly. Okay, I mean, well, okay, and we're gonna just name this file total homelessness over 2,000. Okay, and we're gonna apply and press that, press OK, and then we're gonna edit the sheet's name. And we're going to name the sheet total. Okay, because that's all it is in this particular sheet. All right, the next one we're going to open up sheet 2, and we're going to do the same thing with the states. And this time, what we're going to look are at homeless people with families. If you look, people with families, that's the grand percentage. And then we're going to look at individuals. Okay. Families, individuals, unaccompanied minors, unaccompanied young adults, and homeless veterans as well. Okay, so we didn't put it in any format, and we're trying to see which is the chart that's better for us to visually look at. All right, if you notice it's a little hard, so why don't we see if we can flip it, swap the rows. Okay, if you look, it pulled it up that way, which is fine too. We can do it that way. But to me, it makes more sense. Let's look at the larger number first, or descending. Okay, let's do this way and see if the rates look a little better. All right, so if we notice, it's still a lot of information and it's not really user-friendly because the numbers are large. So let's change the numbers to anywhere. We said 2,000 before. Okay, so we're going to look at apply every single population to 2,000. And it's not saying that under 2,000 doesn't matter, it's just that we're just trying to make it visually appealing and easier on the eye to read. Okay. Okay, so that did it pretty much good. In a sense, it's showing and it's only doing all the rates. So we're going to label the top of, we're just going to label this categories. Might be the wrong, but categories of what people fall into. And then we can do descending or ascending. I've chose here to do ascending, and then you can see, so homeless, and then we're going to pick the label mark and just make it visually easier to see. So that just made it easier to see. So we labeled this. We're going to label categories, but it's just the sense of where does someone or this particular homeless person falls in. All right, next one, and if you notice, individuals the highest, the second highest are people with families. So that's really interesting to see. All right, so the last but not least one that we're going to create is we're going to take the states again. And this time, I'm interested in seeing sheltered versus unsheltered. So let's do homeless individuals, unsheltered, and then we're going to look at sheltered as well. Individuals, unsheltered, individuals. Okay. Okay, so here we have the sheltered versus non-sheltered. If we want to do a side by side or state per state. However, let's do it a chart as such, a pie chart. Okay, so we're going to do, we may change it. Oh, let's get rid of this, hide that card. All right, so we're going to do also, this time, we're still going to format it as well, just because it's a lot to look at. So let's do the 2,000, being that that number kind of fell well all the way around previously before. We're going to do the 2,000 because it's a lot of information. 2,000. Okay, so the board is not really that easy to read, and we're going to label it just so we know what numbers we're looking at. So again, this is not that easy, so we have to play around. What chart makes this information easier to see? So if we do this horizontal bar, we can actually see the rates according to the states. I'm going to label it so we can read it better. And it shows you that the total, we can get rid of that, but we're going to just keep it there for now. It shows you that California has a high rate of sheltered individuals, but unsheltered is much more. And the, let's see, if we look vice versa, Texas has like 9,000. It's kind of equivalent if you look at both. Thank you.